Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shama, and I cannot believe that I am right here making a video just in 3 days. So I'm very excited, and I hope I continue doing this. So on today's video, I'm going to talk about some books I have read from January to May, because May has ended, and I'll make another video when June ends, because there would be a list of books by then. So let's get into the video. So before I introduce to the first book, I just want to say that in this year I have done a lot of experiments in my reading, and there are some books that I already knew about and saw on Instagram. So the first book I'm going to say is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This book is suggested to me by one of my students. I already knew about the book but never read about it. So she told me about this book and she has already read it. So I got the PDF of it and I started reading it. So it's about a child who is a teenager, and his mental health, how he has been sexually abused by his aunt in the childhood, and then he gets to know some people who became his friends, and that's how the story goes on. And towards the end, somehow he understood his own value, he understood what life is all about, he found his happiness, and that's how the story ends. It was a very wholesome read, and definitely you should give it a read because it's really nice. The storyline is awesome, the language is very easy, so you can definitely go for it. The next book I am going to talk about is one of my favorite reads of 2024, and this was gifted to me by a friend on my birthday. So here we come with my favorite book, Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. So Rebecca is a book about a girl who gets married to an elderly man, and she goes with him with his house, and she finds certain things, like she is very stuck in there. She feels that anxiety that Rebecca still lives there, and she is very anxious when she is in Mandalay, the house of that elderly man. And when the story unravels, we get to know certain things that would blow your mind. And the story, I think it was open ended, because towards the end something happens, as if I didn't understand that whether the story ends in a good note, or something is going to happen after this. So that's how the story ends, and this cover is really pretty. And the story, the plot, everything is mind blowing. You must give it a read. This is a classic, by the way. In 1938 it was published, and it's one of the classics people suggest on Instagram and YouTube to read, so that's why it's for you. Please to read. The next book I'm going to suggest is a book I think you might have heard about, because it's all over Instagram and YouTube, mostly around 2020 or 21. It's a book called Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. So this book is the second part of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and there are other two parts which I might buy in recent years. And so these are some stories that talks about a cafe which claims that people can go to the past or to the future if they sit on a particular place in the cafe. And there are some untold stories that unravels in this book, and I think you should give whole of the series a read, because I don't think the single book can define the main plot or the main idea of it, but it's a very comfortable read. It's very pacey, you can complete it in 1 day or two, so definitely a must read. The next book is one of those books I never thought I would actually experiment with this genre so much, but I actually love this genre like anything after reading Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh. So this is a partition literature novel. It's called Ice Candy Man by Bapsi Sidhwa. So this was gifted to me by Debashri ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This book talks about a girl called Lenny and her Aya. So basically, the Aya is a Hindu, and what happens to her in this time of partition, it's all about this book. So this Aya had many admirers. So one of the admirers actually take her out from the house and sells her in Hira Mandi. So this is about the story. The ending was nice, but I wouldn't say satisfying, because somehow it shouldn't have happened, but it actually talks about the reality, how women have been treated during the time of partition. It's very heartbreaking, the whole story. And it's definitely one of those reads that makes me cry, makes me sad, and the whole atmosphere is very political and gloomy at the same time. Definitely a very heartwarming read. So the college I was working in previously, there was this seminar about partition. So I got to know a lot of suggestions from that seminars, and I bought this book called Toba Tek Singh by Sadat Hassan Manto. This is a collection of short stories that talks about partition and what happened during that time. All the stories are very, very nice. So there is no pinpointing which story of Manto is the best, but I would say that Toba Tek Singh was one of the nice stories I have read, and also Thanda Ghost, that is very horrifying too. And all the stories I have read in this book was horrifying. This is such a small book of 150 pages. You can actually read it in 1 or 2 days. The stories are very, very appreciable, and you cannot forget the feeling when you get to read this. I think in this year I understood that I am in love with trauma, because the next book is about World War II, partition and World War, my two favorite genres. Yeah, I think I'm psychologically retarded, because again, I read this book called Book Thief. It's all over the internet. Everybody was reading it, so I got it when it was on trend. And I recently read this book. I was actually afraid of reading this book, because everybody said that it's very sad and very gloomy, and and it was a big book, so that's why I thought maybe I may not be able to finish it. But the storyline is very simple, but the underlying meaning is very heart touching and shattering at the same time. The first and foremost thing I want to talk about this book is the story is narrated by Death himself, and he talks about a girl called Lizel in this picture, and how Lizel's life turned upside down when she was left by her mother to a family to adopt her, and on that way she lost her brother. And there are many things happening. There is a guy who is a Jew, and the adopted family gave shelter to him, and how their friendship turns out, how there are other characters who are very good. Everybody in this book is good except for Hitler, of course. So I think it's one of those books I cannot stop suggesting to people. I think it's that kind of book that one must read once in their lifetime. And I cannot tell you how much I loved the blurb of it, whatever it's written here. So there is one thing I want to read, is that uh, 1939, Nazi Germany, the country is holding its breath. death has never been busier. So this line held my whole life in it, and I cannot tell you how excited I was to read this book when I read the blurb. And amazing, amazing book. So the next book I'm going to talk about, this book I have previously talked about in my last video. So this is The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. It's a book about a boy who is adopted by a family in the graveyard, and they're all ghosts. His whole family has been killed by a person called Jack, and now what happens and how things gets messier, and how things gets unraveled, you'd get to know about it in this book. This is a children's literature, so I don't think it would be a bad thing to read this by any adults. It's a nice read, very comforting, very heartwarming. So definitely a good read for me. So these are my top 7 books from January to May, and I hope I keep making videos in the future. And love you, and take care, and bye. Thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe, and please do share with your book lover friends, so that we can talk about books. We can talk about books on comment section. You can follow me on Instagram, Shelf Love. Bye bye, take care.